Watch you guys, today we're taking a look at how to enable or disable Smart App Control in Windows 11 with no reinstall required. Now, after the recent Windows update for Patch Tuesday on February, Microsoft and some tech sites have said that Microsoft are adding in a feature which allows you to control Smart App Control, allowing you to either turn it off, have it in evaluation mode, or even turn it on without having to reinstall. So a comment the other day said they still can't control their Smart App Control because it's still grayed out. So I said I would take a look at it. And lo and behold, in this video, you can see here the Smart App Control is actually grayed out. I turned it off and it wouldn't allow me to turn it back on again. So whether Microsoft have actually added this feature in yet, I really don't know. So basically what that means is for a lot of people, they would think they would have to reinstall Windows to be able to make changes to the Smart App Control. But there is a little registry tweak that you can still do to turn it off, to turn it on, or turn it to evaluation mode. And I'll show you that in this video step by step. So what is Smart App Control? SAC for short is a Windows 11 security feature that acts as a digital gatekeeper, blocking untrusted, unsigned, or potentially dangerous applications to protect against malware. It works by using Microsoft's cloud-based intelligence to verify applications safely, typically installed on a clean install of Windows 11. Now, by default, you used to make a change to it. If you turned it off, it means you would have to normally do a clean install of Windows. Now, we do have this latest update here, which was the one I thought was supposed to allow the ability to turn this on or off or put it to elevation. But it seems that's not the case unless there's a little bug here that needs to be ironed out. So if that is the case, then I'll quickly show you a way to be able to edit the registry still and be able to make the changes that you want for your system, whether you want to enable it, disable it, or put it to elevation. You can see the build version we're using right here. Now, whether that is the actual build that has implemented this turning Smart Control on or off, I personally leave it on because it's good to have this feature on. But some people like to turn it off because it impacts game performance or FPS, but that's entirely up to you what you do. So we've got the registry open and we're going to go to this location, H key local machine, then system, then CurrentControlSet. Click on this one here and open this up. Then go down to control and then go CI. And then inside CI, we want to look for policy. So it's this one here. Open this up and look for policy. Once you're inside here, there should be a verified and reputable policy state on the right-hand pane here. And you can see it's there and it's got 0. It's turned off. So what you want to do is double click on this entry and this little box will pop up and you can see it's set to 0 and put this to 1 if you want to turn it on. This will be enforcing the Smart App Control. So let's go ahead and do that right here. Once we turned it to 1, we can go back and open up our Windows security. So let's go back into settings here, go back into privacy and security, Windows security, and then we can go to app and browser control and go back into Smart App Control. And you can see it's now turned this on. Now, if I turn this off physically here, it's going to gray it out again and you're not going to be able to touch it again. So you'd have to go back into the registry and make that change. Now, I think Microsoft are going to give you full control of this soon. Whether they've done it already and it's a bug, I don't know. But we're going to go back into the registry editor here and we're going to change this to number 2 or number 1. If you turn it to number 1, that will put it on. If you want to put it onto evaluation, it will be number 2 that you need to set it to. So let's go ahead and take a look here, back in Windows Security and back into App and Browser Control and Smart App Control. We can turn it back on again without reinstalling Windows. Now, this will be useful until Microsoft do allow you to enable or disable or even put this to evaluation. Now, if you do want to put elevation on, then I'll quickly show you as well in the registry. All you need to do here, is we need to go back into the registry one more time, which is a bit of a palaver, but I do believe that Microsoft are going to make this easier. So let's open up the registry editor and go back to that same location. Click on the value entry here, and we're going to put a 2 in there this time. And what this will do, this will enable the evaluation mode, just like so. So let's go ahead and take a look at Windows Security. Now, you do have to keep closing off Windows Security when you're editing the registry for this particular thing. Otherwise, it may mess it up. But we're going to go back into App and Browser Control. And you can see we're on evaluation mode. Now, why Smart App Control is in evaluation mode? It will learn if it can help protect you without getting in the way too much. If so, it will automatically be turned on. Otherwise, it will automatically be turned off. So you can set it to whatever you want. So I think this is a really good feature for people that are gaming who can leave it in evaluation mode. That way they still get the protection if they need it, and it will go into the on mode. And this will obviously stay in evaluation mode, and it will go on and off whenever it needs to. So I think this is a really good option for you. If you want to just leave it on and just forget all about it, by all means, you can do that as well. So that's pretty much it. A quick video for today on how to enable or disable or have it on evaluation mode. Now, I know a lot of people turn this feature off, but you should really leave it on or have it in evaluation mode for your protection. So for those people that were asking about my Discord server and what's happened because it suddenly disappeared, well, when I made that video about Discord, a bunch of people went over on there and started posting obscene stuff on there. So I just deleted the whole thing quicker than what I was going to do. So that is the reason why suddenly it just disappeared. Unfortunately, some trolls on the internet just think they're being funny, and that is partly the reason. So they're ruining it for people that do enjoy the platform and do enjoy using a Discord server. Unfortunately, you've got those guys to thank for it. So will I be creating another Discord server? The short answer to that is no, I won't. And the simple reason being is it's too much work, too much responsibility, and people just can't seem to behave themselves, and they want to go on there and post inappropriate content, which is something that I just don't want to deal with. And I know Discord is going in a different direction right now, and I understand people love their anonymity online because they don't want to be held responsible for some of the stuff they're posting online. But when you get idiots posting stuff like that on a Discord server, there needs to be some sort of control. And I know Discord has filters and security settings. I had all that in place and locked rooms, and people were still posting it in a general area where everyone can see it, which was a 13+ area of the Discord server, which everyone can enjoy. And unfortunately, these people that are supposed to be adults are still posting that stuff in there for a shock reaction. And yes, you could create an 18+ server and just cut out all of the younger generation if you want to, but they had a designated area on the Discord server which they could use, and people were still posting inappropriate stuff in that area, which is just not acceptable. Also, I understand a lot of people don't want to give over facial recognition or details to Discord or a third party of Discord. And here's the funny thing about it. People on YouTube are actually moaning about this creating content, and yet they give their details to YouTube. They give their name and address to YouTube so they can get paid. And unfortunately, those people even have Discord servers. There's a big YouTuber who's got a Discord server. He's got his name on there, his face in his profile, and he joined Nitro, which gets his name and address, and they probably attach their YouTube channel to Discord, which means all of their videos go on there, which has their face on there, which is absolutely ludicrous. And yet they're creating content talking about how dodgy it is for Discord to change these settings. And there they are on a platform where they're giving out all their information anyway, and they've probably given it to Discord already by using Nitro, got their name and address, and they've probably attached their videos to it. It's absolutely ludicrous. It really is. And one of the responses I got was, we want anonymity online. We don't want to be tracked. We want to be able to post and say what we want to say on the internet, and we don't want to get in trouble for it. And I said, so basically you want to be a troll and you want to be posting nasty stuff on the internet, and you don't want to have any accountability for it. That is the sort of stupidity that people are getting into and following on the internet. And these people are stirring up hysteria on the internet just to get clicks and views. And another one I see was with a balaclava on and a pair of dark glasses, and he's talking about internet privacy, and yet he's on YouTube, which is part of Google, and he's given up his name and address, and so he can get paid. And he's talking about privacy. I mean, what the hell's going on? It really is ridiculous. I'm starting to rant and waffle. Anyway, with that said, I hope you all have a lovely weekend. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members who have joined my YouTube members group. I really do appreciate the support, and I shall catch you in the very next video. Bye for now.